Hey, Sophie, it's been a while. Have you been doing well since we broke up? Just kidding. I know that there's no way that you've been doing okay. Since it's you that we're talking about, you must still have feelings for me.
What are you talking about?
I know that you're still thinking about me and crying yourself to sleep at night. Well, sorry, but I have more bad news for you. But I'm actually getting married again soon.
I was wondering why on earth you would be texting me now. And it's just to tell me some stupid news like that? I don't care when or who you are getting married to. It's got nothing to do with me at all.
Come on, you don't need to be so salty about it, do you? You should at least congratulate me on the good news, don't you think? Or at least say something like, "How could you do this to me?" Or, "Have you forgotten about me already?"
Cut the crap already, Dan. I'm not going to congratulate you on getting married. If anything, I feel sorry for whoever the poor woman is that is going to get stuck with you. She doesn't know what she is getting herself into marrying such an inconsiderate man like you.
What did you just say?
What? Do you think I'm wrong? When we were married and I was worried whether I would be able to have kids, you didn't even try to help me through it. And when your mom was yelling at me for being useless as a woman, you didn't stand up for me either. You just teamed up with her and made me feel horrible about myself. Both of you called me useless and barren and a whole number of other terrible things. I still remember very clearly everything that you said to me at the time.
What do you mean we were saying horrible things? The two of us were trying to encourage you, you know. A wife is supposed to bear children and start a family. But despite being married for 6 years, you were never able to get pregnant at all. So we thought that we would go for the tough love approach to let you know what you were supposed to be doing.
Shut the hell up and quit messing around. The doctors clearly told us that the reason I wasn't able to conceive was because of all the stress that I was under. And with a husband like you and your mom as my mother-in-law, there's no surprises there. The two of you didn't listen at all to what the doctors were saying and kept blaming and hounding me day after day. And then one day you just threw me out of the house like you were taking out the trash.
Oh man, I remember that day so well. We ended up splitting on our wedding anniversary. And I kicked you out of the house with a suitcase while there was a storm going on. You should have seen your own face that day standing out there in the rain. You looked so damn pathetic, it's unbelievable I ever was married to you at all. The way you looked at that time still makes me laugh when I think about it.
And this is the kind of guy that some poor woman is going to get married to. God, I feel so bad for her. I bet she will go through the same stress that I did when we were married and have trouble conceiving just like me.
You don't need to worry about anything like that at all. My fiancée is already pregnant, and my mom is waiting excitedly for the day her grandson is born.
What? Are you serious?
You see, this is what a woman is supposed to do. Get pregnant quickly. My girlfriend got pregnant real soon after we started dating, so we decided to get married right away.
So the only reason you are marrying her is because you got her pregnant?
That's not the only reason why. She's also a super good-looking 22-year-old.
What? She's only 22? You're really getting married to someone half your age.
Well, that's just a testament to my charm as a man. She started working with me and fell for me immediately. She was the one who came on to me, and then we started dating after that.
Just because someone makes a move doesn't mean that you have to accept it. And now you're marrying someone who could be your daughter. Not only that, but you're telling me to brag about it? I'm your ex-wife. I don't care about these things.
Well, I just wanted to rub it in your face a little about what kind of happy life is waiting for me soon. You're almost 40 yourself, so good luck trying to find someone who would want to marry you. You're going to need it. You might not be able to have kids and are ugly as hell and old, but I'm sure there's at least one weirdo in this world who would still go for you. Good luck finding him.
I don't need advice or anything else from you. I'm perfectly happy with my life right now. Now don't ever message me again. I don't want to hear from you. How dare you try to make a move on my husband? You're his ex-wife, so stay away from him. Don't call him anymore. Whatever you two had together is in the past now, and he's not yours anymore. He's mine. So just leave us alone and stop calling him.
What are you talking about?
He's happy and doing well, and we don't need you getting jealous and butting into our lives. Dan said that he always talked about how much he wanted to start a family with you. But then you just ignored him and went out with other men all of the time. So don't just try to stick your nose back into his life now that you've realized your mistake. It's your fault you lost him, but you have to deal with it.
Just calm down and hold on a second here, okay? Where is this all coming from? Who even are you? I don't know what this number is.
Isn't it obvious? I'm Dan's soon-to-be wife. You know that we're getting married soon, don't you?
Wait, so you're the 22-year-old that he is going to marry?
Yeah, that's right. And unlike you, I'm young and beautiful. And I am pregnant with his son as well.
Yeah, well, I heard that from him. But why are you texting me then? And I don't understand why you're angry at me. Nothing you said made any sense to me.
What? Of course I'm going to be angry at you. You're his ex, but you still keep calling him and trying to get back with him even now. Do you really expect me to just sit back and watch that happen? Not on your life.
What? I'm trying to get back with him? I'm definitely not doing anything like that. And I haven't been calling him either.
How can you just lie to me like that? I know that you call him almost every day. And you stole him from me today as well. He promised to come to the doctor's with me for my checkup, but then you called him and now he canceled and went out. You threatened to do something to me if he didn't meet up with you and he was forced to go off instead of checking up on the health of his own son. Don't steal his time away from that. That's something that will never come back.
Look, I really have no idea what you're talking about.
Quit lying to me already! There's no point. It's your own fault that the two of you divorced, so just grow up and deal with it. Don't go after him and try to ruin his happy life just because you're jealous. You're already getting on 40, so try to act your age. I've been alive only half the years you have, and even I know that this isn't something you should be doing.
Seriously, just calm down and listen to me. Nina, you've made some sort of mistake here, I'm telling you. I haven't been calling Dan, and I definitely didn't meet up with him today either.
Don't try to play dumb with me because you got scared that I messaged you directly. Dan told me himself that you wouldn't leave him alone and have been getting in his way recently. So I got your number from his phone and wanted to confront you directly.
There's really nothing going on at all between us. Sure, we talked a little a week ago when he texted me, but that was the first time we have spoken since we got divorced. It's been 3 years since we split up and we had no contact and never met up since then even once. And actually, I only just recently came back to the States. I had been living in France up until a month ago.
Wait, really?
Yes, really. I can prove it to you as well.
Have you really been living in France? So you didn't meet up with him last month then?
No, of course not. And I don't want to meet up with him either. He's a real piece of work, and if I had it my way, I would never see him or hear from him for the rest of my life.
I don't understand what's going on at all anymore.
Based on what you were saying, you have made a mistake. But there was something that got my attention. What did he say to you about the reason why we split up in the first place? It sounds like he has been telling you the complete opposite of what really happened.
He told me that you were the reason for the divorce. He always wanted children and to start a family, but you couldn't care less about that and never paid him any attention and shot down the idea every time. You just kept saying that you have no interest in having kids and then would sleep around with other men.
What? He said that about me? He is such a liar! That's not what happened at all. It really is the exact opposite of the truth. It sounds like he just swapped what he did and said that I was the one doing it. Both of us really wanted kids and to start a family together, but in the end we weren't lucky enough to be blessed with a child. And after some time, he and his mom started to harass me for it and made my life a living hell. Of course, he was also the one going out and sleeping around while I stayed at home.
Are you serious? That can't be true.
Look, how about we do it like this? I know that you might find it hard to believe me just based on what I am saying. I am a stranger after all, and I'm sure he has painted a bad picture of who I am as a person.
But I can send you our text message history from a week ago and from when we got divorced, if I can still find it backed up somewhere. And I can also prove to you that I had been living in France until just recently, like I said. You would believe me then, right? If that's the case, then who on earth is the woman who is making a move on him if it isn't you? He keeps saying that you're the one calling him all the time. I have no idea who that person might be, but I do know that it isn't me. Anyway, let me send you everything that I just said I would. You can read through the text and decide things for yourself.
Hey, it's me again. What's up? Have you been trying hard to find the one weirdo who will have you?
What the hell do you want from me now? If you don't have anything normal to say to me, then just don't contact me at all. Actually, it doesn't matter what you have to say to me. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, is it really okay to say that? I actually have some good news to tell you. I won't tell you, though, if you're going to act like that.
Oh my god, fine. What is it then?
See, I knew you would want to know. Like I said before, but Nina and I are going to have our wedding pretty soon. It's going to be great, and it's happening at the end of this month.
Well, good for you. Congratulations on that. And so, is that it? Why are you telling me about that? Please don't tell me that you're planning to invite your ex-wife to the wedding.
Well, wouldn't you know, but that's exactly what I was going to do. You're invited to come, of course. In fact, I highly suggest you do. You can come and see how big her stomach looks right now.
What? Why?
You can even touch it, too. She's already 7 months pregnant, so you can even feel the baby kicking around inside sometimes. Since you're never going to be able to experience that yourself, you should come and do that at least.
Please stop it with this crap. Inviting your ex-wife to your wedding is already an insane thing to even think of doing in the first place. But to say that I should touch her pregnant stomach as well? You have no tact at all, do you?
Don't be like that. Come on. You're never going to be able to be pregnant yourself, so you should at least get as close as possible, don't you think? I feel sorry for you, so I'm specially inviting you to this wedding. You can see how happy me and my new wife are going to become.
My pregnancy is just about to come to term, so I wouldn't be able to go even if I wanted to.
Wait, what? You're pregnant?
Yeah, so I don't need to get close to the experience, as you say. I'm pretty ready to give birth myself. So I can't just be going out when the baby is due anytime now.
How could that be possible? There's no way that you could be pregnant.
And why not? Did you really think that you were the only one who had moved on in your life and is getting married again? After we got divorced, I also met someone new and we got married. And the two of us were blessed with a child as well, who I will be bringing into this world shortly.
But that's impossible. You're not supposed to be able to get pregnant. We were married for 6 years and you didn't get pregnant at all. You were completely useless as a woman since you couldn't even bear me a child. And now you're trying to tell me that you are about to have a kid? Don't lie to me about that when I know the truth already.
Even though I couldn't get pregnant before, doesn't mean that the problem lay with me. I told you and your mom that a bunch of times, but you never listened to me. Whenever I ran tests, the doctor said that it wasn't a physical issue, but mainly stemmed from stress.
But it's weird that you were able to get pregnant right after getting a divorce from me. It sounds as though you're trying to say that I was the cause of all that stress that was preventing you from having a kid.
It doesn't just sound like that. That's exactly what I am saying to you. You and your mom caused me a whole lot of stress while we were together. And after the divorce, I was finally released from all of that stress and was able to have a child. Just looking at that makes it obvious that you were the cause of the problem.
That's just a coincidence. I didn't do anything to stress you out like that.
You can say whatever you want. It doesn't matter either way. But right after we got a divorce, I went to France on a holiday to rethink my life and for a little bit of a change of pace.
What? Okay, and so why is that important? You went on a holiday. Big deal. Everyone does that once in a while.
Well, it started off as just a holiday, but then I met someone there and decided to move to France and we got married.
What? You got married to a French guy? And now you're about to have a kid with him. That has to be a joke.
No, it's not. And he is incredibly kind and an all-around good person. He thought that it would be better for me to give birth back in my own country so that my family would be there to support me, so the two of us came back to the States for a while. That's the only reason I am back here now. He always prioritizes me over everything. And needless to say, he never berates me like you and your mom used to. He is the exact opposite of everything you are.
Shut the hell up! Don't try to act better than me just because you got lucky and got remarried. And it doesn't matter what kind of guy he might be. In the end, you're the one who has to give birth. You're almost 40, so that's going to be difficult for you no matter what he tries to do for you. I wouldn't be surprised if you come to regret it afterwards.
Sure, there might be a slight increase in the risk of complications because of my age, but I am aware of that, and it's not like I'm 50 or something. And it doesn't matter the risks. I want a kid, and I am going to give birth to a healthy child no matter what. I know it.
Well, do your best, but it doesn't matter what you think. But my wife is still young, and so her pregnancy is going to be a cinch compared to what you're going to go through. Oh, I have a good idea. Why don't you become friends with Nina since the two of you are both going to have kids soon? It's not like anyone else your age is going to be around with little kids anyway. And no one would want to be friends with you anyway. I'll ask her to be nice to you.
What? I don't need you to tell me anything. I'm already good friends with Sophie already. And there's nothing wrong with having a kid at 40 anyway. The only one who has something wrong with them right now is you stupid old man.
Wait, what?
I just couldn't stand being silent about this anymore. I've had enough. Seriously, Dan, how dare you say these horrible things to Sophie? I can't believe you can get these disgusting words out of your mouth.
Wait, hold on a second here. What's going on? I don't understand.
You plan to invite your ex-wife to our wedding without talking to me about it, while also making fun of her for having a kid at 40. And now you're also saying that just because I am 22 that this pregnancy is going to be easy? You have no idea what being pregnant is like, and giving birth is always difficult no matter how old someone is. No matter how old someone is, it still has risks and can cost the woman her life if something goes wrong. You're old enough now that you should at least realize that. You're not a spring chicken yourself, you know.
Wait, seriously, what is going on right now? Is this really Nina? Why are you here? How is it that you're texting me from Sophie's phone right now?
Obviously, because the two of us are together right now. Can't you even figure that out for yourself? I've been reading the messages that you have been sending her today the entire time. From the very beginning.
Wait, really? From the very start? You've been there the whole time.
I just can't believe you at all. We're both pregnant, and I won't forgive you for making fun of Sophie like this and downplaying what she is going through. And just because I am 22 doesn't mean this is easy for me. Every day my morning sickness is severe, but you just don't think about anything apart from yourself. You have no sense of respect at all. You're a complete idiot. And not only that, but you've been cheating on me while I am pregnant as well. You keep digging yourself a deep pit without even realizing it. How many people are you going to hurt before you're satisfied? I'm completely done with everything now.
What do you mean I have been cheating on you?
Don't even try to pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about. Everything is as clear as day to me. You tried to blame it on Sophie that you had to cancel coming to the doctor's with me for the checkup. And then you're always coming home from somewhere in the morning after staying the night somewhere. I've talked to Sophie about everything, and I know that you've been out with other women this whole time. And before you try to deny it, just know that I hired a private detective to prove it. So I know everything already.
What? Are you kidding me? Why would you hire a private detective to trail me?
Because you were acting suspicious, obviously. This is the first child that I am having, and I am so anxious and scared. But you're never there to support me through this at all. And then I also have to put up with your mom calling me and basically threatening me to make sure that it's a boy, as though I have any choice in that at all. But you never stood up for me when she did that. Luckily, she has stopped since we figured out that it will be a boy, but still. So because of everything, I contacted Sophie directly. You always told me that she was the one who was calling you and taking your time away from me. So I contacted her to tell her to stay away from me.
This can't be happening. Why would you do that? You should have just listened to me and not done anything stupid like contacting Sophie.
I should have just listened to your lies, you mean? I'm sure that would have been much more convenient for you. But as I have found out, it would have ended very badly for me if I kept trusting you. But I found out that everything you had been telling me was all made up. The truth was the complete opposite. And even when I was getting angry at Sophie, she was kind enough to be worried for me and try to get to the bottom of why I was going off on her so much. She could have gotten angry at me all she wanted, since I was the one completely in the wrong. But did she do that? No. In fact, she offered to be there for me if I needed to talk to someone and even gave me advice and helped me hire a private detective as well. Since then, we talk to each other almost every day, and we are close friends at this point.
Oh God, how could this be happening? This wasn't supposed to go like this.
You're the one who shouldn't have gotten ahead of yourself just because you managed to pull a wife half your age. But of course, that's all over. We're not getting married. The wedding is off.
You can't be serious about that, right? The wedding is supposed to be at the end of this month. It's less than 3 weeks away.
I fell for you because I had been taken in by the laid-back way that you went through life, and I thought that it meant you had gone through a lot of things and managed to find some sort of peace. But I can see what it really was. You're laid back because you simply don't care about anyone or the consequences of your actions.
Don't say that about me. That's not true at all.
Really? What was wrong with me for thinking that you were attractive and alluring? Now I can see that you're just an idiot who is getting on in years. Thank God that I at least realized this in time and didn't actually go through with marrying you. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't talked to Sophie.
Please just calm down for a second and slow down. So much is happening right now that I can't really wrap my head around it all properly. I'm sorry that I cheated on you. But you know, since you've been pregnant, you're often riled up and irritated, and I was getting a little scared. So I just wanted to kind of escape from that a little bit. That's the only reason that I went off with other women.
What the hell kind of excuse was that just now? Are you trying to say that it's my fault that you cheated on me? Because that's what it sounds like.
Oh, no, that wasn't what I was trying to say.
Seriously, you got a little bit too big for your boots, didn't you? We're not getting married, and I don't care what you say. Nothing will change that. And of course I will make sure that you're paying for child support as well, so don't think you can get away from that. I hope you're ready for that.
Hold on a second. We aren't even married yet, so how can you do that? That's not how it works.
That's exactly how it works. It doesn't matter if we were married or not. You are the father of the baby, so you need to pay to take care of him. Don't think that you can just walk all over me because I am still a young woman. I'll make sure you regret what you did to both me and Sophie. Hey, Sophie. I managed to get through the talks with Dan and everything is set already. This is all thanks to you as well. I couldn't have done it without your advice. Thanks so much.
Well, congratulations on getting away from him. So did you sort out the child support as well?
Of course. I got as much out of him as I possibly could. I was a little scared to just talk to Dan, just the two of us, so I brought along my brother and one of his friends to be a witness as well. They look kind of big and scary, and they had the desired effect. Dan just agreed pretty quickly, and we didn't have to argue about anything that much.
That's so good to hear. I'm glad you had someone who could help you out with that.
Yeah, me too. Now I can just focus on the baby and giving birth and not have to worry myself about Dan. And that goes for you too. Good luck with it, and let's both of us give birth to healthy babies. Once we've both had some time to recover, make sure you bring the baby round to mine and we can have some tea.
Of course. That sounds lovely. Good luck with everything, and I will see and talk to you soon. Sophie, what am I supposed to do now? I got completely extorted by Nino with the child support agreement. I have to pay over $1,000 per month for child support from now on.
Oh, wow. That really is quite a lot.
I don't want to have to pay that much for the next 2 decades. She said that she wanted to talk to me about it, so I met up with her. But then, of course, it wasn't just her. She brought 2 men along with her, and damn, they looked intimidating. They all blamed me and kept saying that I need to take responsibility for what I had done, especially considering my age, and they forced me to sign an agreement. I didn't even have time to think about what they were asking me to do.
Well, that's your fault for not only causing the whole situation, but also for agreeing to something you probably didn't understand. But to be fair, you would still have to pay about the same amount if you went through your lawyers anyway. They just wanted to get it over and done with as soon as possible. Look on the bright side and be thankful that you at least didn't have to pay the legal fees for it as well. So good luck paying that until your son is all grown up.
That's impossible. By the time he becomes an adult, I will probably be getting my pension already. If I have to pay up until that time, I won't even be able to save for my own retirement.
Well, you're the one who agreed to it, so now you have to deal with it yourself.
Please, Sophie, come back to me. And my mom hasn't been feeling well recently either. I don't care that you have a kid with some French guy. I will look after it as my own as well. So come back to me and we can have a family like we used to want to have. Won't you support me somehow now? Please.
What kind of stupid joke is this? Of course the answer is no. How could you even think that there would be a chance of that happening? Anyway, I have nothing else to say to you anymore. I'm going to block your number too, so don't bother trying to text me.
Please, wait a second. I need help.
I don't have time to help you. Remember, I'm an old woman about to have a baby, so I need to focus all my efforts on that, right? Goodbye and good luck with the child support. After that, both Nina and I gave birth to 2 healthy baby boys. She moved in to live with her parents for a while so that they could help her at the beginning, and I was living with mine as well while I am still in the States. We have spent a lot of time together since then, and we meet up often to drink tea or coffee and just vent a little about the inconveniences of having a baby. Of course, we are not seriously complaining, but more talking about common experiences that mothers have. It's funny how we became such good friends after our first confrontational interaction over the phone. As for Dan, shortly afterwards, his mother got really sick and he now has to balance work and looking after her at home. And just all around, it sounds like he is not having a very good time of it. Of course, it's his own fault that he is in this mess, so I don't feel the slightest bit sorry for him at all. My husband and I are going to stay in the States for a little while longer and let my family all meet the newest addition to our family before flying back to France so that he can introduce his own family to his son. When I came back here to have the baby, I never expected the situation would be waiting for me. But I am at least glad that I was able to help Nina avoid what would have surely been a painful future for her if she had stayed with Dan. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. See you next time!